What is going on, guys? It is Christopher here, back with another video, and today I want to cover 3 quick study hacks that will completely revamp your study routine and make you way more efficient and effective at getting the results that you want in your next exams. Quickly guys, if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like, as it definitely helps a young creator like me out a lot. And drop a subscription if you guys want to be ready for my next videos that come out, be notified when they come. But apart from that guys, let's get into it. Kicking off this video guys with our first study hack is to make a timetable. Now the point of this timetable is to help you guys decide what you want to study, when you want to study it, and how you're going to study it. There's a lot of lag time between someone going, oh, I might decide to study maths now, and then actually going ahead and putting pen to paper and studying that mathematics. So through this timetable, we definitely want to eliminate this lag time, and it's super easy to do. You can do it with a piece of paper and a pen, or in a Google Doc or a Word doc. It's very, very simple. The golden rule with this timetable essentially is to make it realistic. Don't set out, an 8-hour block of study after coming home on a Monday, because there's not a very high chance you're going to actually get that study done. It's definitely important because of this to experiment with different amounts of study, whether you do 2 hours or 3 hours on a particular subject, making sure you put breaks in there as well, and specifically allocating what part of that subject you're going to study and when you're going to study it. And also guys, don't forget to put your extracurriculars in there, as it's very important to keep a balanced lifestyle between studying and things you also want to do as well. These can include things like sport, listening to music, practicing an instrument, watching TV with the family, any of these other activities that you guys do on a regular basis, and want to make sure that you keep doing them throughout your school year. And our second study hack for this video, which definitely correlates to the first one, is to engage your brain. Now what I mean by this is to use different study methods throughout a study session. It's very important to not just write you some notes and just read over them over and over every time you decide to study modern history, because that is not going to be efficient at getting the best marks you possibly can. So if I decided to sit down one afternoon according to my timetable and I was going to do physics study for an hour, I would have my study already planned out, and I'd make sure that it engaged my brain throughout the whole study session. So for example, if I was going to study a particular topic of this textbook, say I was going to study transformers, I would go to that part of the textbook and I would read through it. So I've engaged my brain as I've read through the content. But now I'm going to read through it a second time, and this time I'm going to take critical notes of different parts of the passage. I'm just going to read over it aimlessly and not really focus. I'm going to engage my brain and I'm going to engage my hand as I have to write out critical notes. Then after making these critical notes, I'm going to see if I can recall what I've written on this piece of paper by looking away from it and trying to recall the definition of a transformer that I've read in this book, or some of the key functions that it has, or the key ways that physical concepts are used to do this. And this method can be applied to any subject, whether it's a history or a science or any type of subject that the HSC or any academic system offers. The system can be applied to. Finally, I'm going to grab some past questions or some practice questions, whether that's from some practice papers that the HSC has given out or any other source. I'm going to look for types of questions on the content I studied, in this case transformers, and I'm going to see if I can answer questions accurately. I'm going to look at the marks allocated, so I write my response based on those marks, and then read a sample answer so I can see if I'm hitting the parts of the question that I need to hit and the improvement that I can make. As you can see from this example study session, I first read over the content, then I've read over it again, making critical notes on key parts of the content. I've then tried to recall those notes that I have made, and then I've gone to look at practice questions to see if I can answer them accurately based on the content that I've just read. So I've set out a block hour to study physics, and I've managed to do 4 separate study methods in that hour to ensure that I really understand the content. If you repeat this for all the critical parts of the syllabus and all the key content areas that you need to know, you are really going to smash your exams. Moving on to the final hack for this video, and it's really, really crucial, as I reckon this final one is ignored the most by students, and it's to take adequate breaks. Many people just try to sit down and study for 4 or 5 hours at once and not do anything else. But this really isn't good for your mental health or your physical health, and I guarantee that the session will not be as efficient as you think it will. It's really important to follow a time method, whether you study 45 minutes and then have a 5-minute break, or you study 30 minutes and have a 10-minute break. experiment with these types of blocking. So you do study, break, study, break. Experiment with this to see what works best for you. Once I officially started studying in year 11 and moved on to year 12, I was restless with my studies. So I originally started with a 30-10 method and eventually worked my way up to a 55-5 method, because that really ensured that I got a big block of study done that I was focused in, and had a small break to walk around a little bit, get a drink, have a bit of a snack, and recharge myself for the next block hour of study. So that sums up this video for 3 study hacks that will completely revamp your study strategy and help you ensure that you get those marks that you're looking for in your next exams. If you guys really embody the tips that I've said today and put them into your study strategy, I guarantee that you're really going to improve your marks in your next exam. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please drop a big thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy, and hit that red subscribe button so you see more content from me when I put it out. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me based on this video, or any other content you want to see me put out in future, please put your comments in the comment section below and I will respond to them. And with that being said guys, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.